Hello everyone, I'm Nijat, co-founder of the Analyst Hub community for analysts. So if you didn't join, please join it. In this video, we are going to talk about the building LinkedIn profile, but we are not going to talk about the content part. It's another topic, but we are going to talk about the profile building. So technically, which things you should do in order to have a better profile so people can check it, people won't check it, and your profile will be good looking. So let's start. First, we have a entrance part, so where we have a cover, profile photo, name, and headline, and so on. So as a profile picture, please make sure that you choose a professional photo. But if you don't choose a professional photo, make sure to choose any photos where your face will be visible for people, so people can know you. And as a cover, it really depends. For some people, they just put a logo or slogan of their company, already background of their company, or they put their name, surname, and their profession and email contact addresses where people can write them, or other people just put some famous code, or they show their own services in the cover page, cover photo. It really depends. So, but generally try to keep it simple and informative so that people can understand easily, so they don't get lost in your cover. Then we have a name and headline part. Name mainly it's typically it's name and surname, but if you have, for example, some certification or degree, sometimes it's MBA, masters, or PhD, or PMP, or PMI SAP, or IIBA certification, that people want to show it in their profile. If you write to the headline here as a title, sometimes more than several characters, it will not be visible to the people. But if you add some part of it to the name, another part to the this title part, then people can easily see and read it in your post, in your comments. So you click here as well. Here we have a verification, we have information, and we have verification. So if you have a work email, make sure that you use it for the confirmation, verification of your profile. And if not, you can use your ID or passport as well, international passport, that using it you can verify yourself. Then here we have a contact info that we add from this part, and work, where we work now, and where we study or last studied. Here we have a location as well. Location is very important because depending on your location, your LinkedIn premium price will change, and then your access to the network or your post visibility may be affected as well. So please choose where do you live now, or where do you work. You can work as a remote as well. So in this case, sometimes people add their remote working location. When we click to the edit in this part, we have here premium settings, profile badge, and open profile, and then we have a info, first name and last name. As you can see, you can add information about your certificate near your surname, and they will be visible in the profile. Then we have a pronunciation. It can be added from the mobile app. Then pronouns, it depends on you. You can add or not. Headline. Headline is really different case because some people just add what they do as a services. For example, they add, I help professionals, let's say, to achieve financial freedom, or similar style headlines. Some people write as me their current workplace, their title and company, and some information about their ex companies. Or you can add your skills as well. Let's say Power BI, SQL, Excel, or Microsoft Visual, or something similar. And they add some general information about what they have achieved before. Let's say achieved 10 headcount saving and $1 million saving in last 12 months. So it means when people will enter to your profile, will see that yes, really you have achieved something, and they can trust you. Then you can search current position, then show current company in my bio intro in this part. It's back of it. Then we have an industry. Industry may not be 100% what you want, but please choose the closest one. For example, for the data analyst, it can be IT services, IT consulting, or data analytics and data infrastructure, data analytics. There are some similar industries out there. Please choose one of them, whichever is best for you. Education is the last university where I attend now, and I can click show my school in my intro as well. It's back in here. And location, of course, contact info and custom button. Custom button for the premium users, where you add a custom button so people can check. It can be view my website, view my portfolio, blog, take appointment, and book my view my newsletter. It depends. It can be different. And then in the contact info, you can add your URL, email, website, and some similar information. And yes, that's it about this part. For example, here I added a visit my website button. So whenever people enter to my profile, they can see visit my website button there. Okay. Then we have here profile language and profile public profile URL. In the profile language, make sure that your profile is in English language, because globally mainly English language is acceptable and people know it in common. And if you make your profile in the English, it will be easy for people from all around the world to enter your profile and check your profile and understand. But of course, you can add a second language as well. It can be, let's say, German, and you can make it that primary language as well. At that time, English will be second, but I don't recommend it. It's great to have an English language profile and to have a second language profile as well, but make English as a primary language, okay? Then public profile and URL. Here what you can do is edit your LinkedIn, have a LinkedIn custom URL as an ID. Let's say it's because simplifying your profile URL. When you just open your profile, so your URL probably is name and surname and plus several numbers and letters. It doesn't look nice and people can't remember very easily, but you can change it from here. It must contain minimum 3, maximum 100 letters or numbers, and you can make it your name and surname so people remember it easily. In my case, it's my name and surname. Okay, then we have here analytics. Analytics is really great tool, so you can see how well you are doing, how well your profile, your posts are reaching people. When we go to the show all analytics, you can see that here we have some analytics information: impression, follower, profile visit, search appearance, and new subscribers and article views for the newsletters. But I have newsletter, but I haven't published, so it's just to show you how it looks like. Let's say if you go to the post impressions, we can filter by days. Let's say 90 days. It doesn't stay. Let's refresh. You have the last 365 days, and if you filter, we see, for example, last 365 days, I have more than 800,000 impressions, which is really a great number. And if we see in my profile, so starting from January till March, my profile was not so active, but starting March, I have started to post more and more, and my profile went up. And at the end of the year, we can see that before it was typically less than 5,000 impressions, and then it increased between 5 and 10 here, and end of the year 2024 it increased more than 10k, which is really great. And discovery, we have a member reached is 82,000 and impressions 800,000. And below we have a top performing post during this time, as the top performing two are the biggest lessons of employees and one about the Poland. And we have here audience that shows us new followers, how many new followers we have, and comparing to the previous day. Let's check it for the past month. We can see it's 37 and 34, and we down to 1 in some days, and typically we are above 15 and about 20. And here we can see the top job titles, locations, industry, seniority, company size, and companies who viewed my profile as an audience. Okay, then if you come back to our profile, below we'll see that here we have a about part. About part is really important because it's where your keywords work. If you add here information about your role, about data, analyst, analysis, business report, and then tool SQL, Power BI, EVS, and then Tableau, again analysis, financial analysis, these keywords will work in the search, and it will be easy for the people to find your profile, and your profile will be in the top side because you have used some keywords, and when people search in the search normally here, your profile will be full of the keywords, and your profile will go up. So that's why use keywords about the analysis, analyst, data, business, and SQL, Power BI tools, and what you do and what you have done, and it will help. And for the positions even which you are aiming, if you use here, for you will be easy to be visible in the search to the people. And top skills as well is they really work, and if someone search again in the search, there's a higher chance that your profile will be visible. In the top skills, you can add top 5 skills that you have, you think that you are good at it. Of course, we have a special skill section below, I will show you, but these top 5 skills will help people, especially for the recruiters, to find you. Then we have a featured. In the featured, if you are a premium, you can add whatever from the profile you want to the featured part. But if you are not using a premium profile in the LinkedIn, you can add many stuff as a post, newsletter, article, link, and media. But if you're premium, you can add any content from your profile as well. Okay. I've added a 2 certification here to show people, but you can add again post and others as well. If you click add post, you can just come and make it featured. Okay, here we have an activity part. We have a post, images, comments, and other stuff. You can change for people see by default. Let's say I have made it images. If someone comes to my profile and goes down, they will first see images and then they can switch to the others. It's because here I have chosen images as a default display for my posts, okay, for my activity. But if I choose videos, then videos will be seen in the first place. But I like images. Okay, then experience, education, and everything remaining comes. These are places that we fill our profile based on the availability. Let's say if you have a work experience, we fill it. If you have an education, we fill it. If you have a certification, again, we fill it. How to know about them? Here we have an add profile section, and here it divided into 3 parts: core, recommended, additional. Let's look at it. In the core we have education, position, services, career break, and skills. So if you have an education, position, or if you provide any services, if you have any career break, and if you have some skills, you can add them here by clicking. And let's say my education, you click it and you just fill it information. And remember, in each part, in education and in the work experience, there are some common stuff like skills and media. In the media you can add any file or link. Let's say it can be workplace link or university link or any document, any certificates that you have got from the university or work, and you can add top 5 skills that you have used working or studying there. But the rest is very typical, very clear instructions. So field of study, degree, school, start and end, and grade. Okay, description as well. Let's say if we want to add a position, it's again same: title, company, date, location, description, and where did you find it, if it's from LinkedIn or not. And then we have a skill and media again. So to fill them is very easy, it's not hard, and you just need to come click here and fill them. It's about core. In the recommended we have a featured. So featured is not a mandatory, it's not core, so you can have it or not. It really depends on you. But if you have a LinkedIn profile, I highly recommend you to use them if it's featured, because it's really important for people when they just enter to your profile to see what you have in the featured part. They should be important posts. It's the same as Instagram, for example. In the Instagram we have a highlights that we add a main stories there in the our profile. So it's the same but featured in the LinkedIn. Then we have license, certification, project, courses, recommendation. These are additional. If you have them, you can add. Especially I recommend you to have a license, certification, and recommendations. Recommendations should be from the people who are already in your connection. So make sure that you connect with them. If it's your let's say teammate, or it's your manager or director, if you are not in connection with them, you can't ask recommendation. And I really recommend to get from the people who are in the higher status and they have a higher credibility, so that if they write to your profile, it will be great for you. Then we have additional. In addition, we have a volunteer experience, publication, patent, honors awards, test scores, languages, organization, and causes. These are not mandatory, as you can see. They are additional. But if you have, please fill your profile. So if you have anything to share in any of it, volunteering, publication, let's say work experience, licenses, certification, please add them. So it will make your profile, let's say, full, and you will have a full of content in your profile, and it will help to find you in the search, and to help LinkedIn recruiter or other people to decide if you are right fit to them or not, because you can get a job offer from there, or you can just get a partnership offer, anything, you never know. So that's why please make sure that you make full of your profile. You fill everything you can, and add information and post and be active. Okay, below here we can see I have some work experience, I have a duration, name, full-time, location, and description. Then it's the same for others as well. For example, here I have added a reference letter. So in the media part, or for example here I've added a website. We can add a file or a URL. Then here as well, URL. Then as my profile, profile education part. In the education part, I added information where I study, what's my topic, or what's the information, what's the grade. Then, for example, in the last master, I've added 4.93 out of 5, which is really good. Then licenses and certification, you saw it. Here we have a chance to add licenses. For example, I have a membership from the PMI, IIBA, and we can add a certification as well, for example, PMI, PMP. Then projects are really great to show people that what you have done, what you have achieved. Here I have several projects. For last one was associated with Amazon, my work, and we have saved 6.3 headcount saving and 150,000 cost saving with Günel Agazade. Then we have a volunteering. So here's just quick note. If you don't have any experience in your profile or in the real life, you can write a voluntary experience to the work experience as well. But even if you have a several months internship and a junior role, please don't write them there, but write them in the volunteering part, because it's better to show people that you have volunteered and you have a real work experience. But if you don't have any experience at all, so you can just add your volunteering experience to the work experience. So we have skills. It's better to add up to 500, 600 skills, because more than that it will not be realistic, and it will be too much. Then we have here recommendation. Recommendation again should come from the people who are credible and who are great in their own field. Yeah, here I have several, and one of the strongest one was from Francisco, who is a community head in the Notion. So thanks, Francisco. Then we have a publication, courses, honors, awards, test scores, languages, and so on. Okay. And that's it. So please make sure that you keep your profile full, and you fix all the technical and let's say information issues in your profile. Make sure that it's full and information, so that when people enter to your profile, they don't see empty, boring profile, and put good profile picture and cover photo. So yes, that's it from my side. If you have any questions, you feel free to reach out to me whenever you want. So see you. Bye bye.